today we're gonna share what we've been doing in the past month because we're so proud of all the work we've done. And every one of us will share a little bit of aspects of their work. So on my part, I'll speak about community. Georgi will speak about the business part, the deals, and Martin will share something of the experience of the events he went to and the context he's having at the moment. And last month we could not speak about it. Denver, it's huge, so he can share some things about Denver also. And yeah, later we'll have part of questions for you guys if you want to know something, and if you miss some information, just you can unmic, but this will come later, okay? I'll let you know when this is time. Ask your questions, or you can also ask in the chat, but there I already see so many things, so I might miss something. You can be brave and also come on stage and speak with us. And yeah, this will pretty much it. I think it will take most of our time. So super happy to be here with all of you guys. Amazing. And I first want to check how is everyone doing. Like, you guys having a good time in the server with all the new games and everything? You can write in the chat and just tell me. And I would like to ask our guests also how they feel. Like, Martin, how was your week? How was your month? How do you feel? Let's start with this, like checking the temperature.
Checking the temperature. Okay, so I'm not just gonna give an answer to that. I'll do a thing that I'd like to call high-low buffalo. So you say something good, something bad, and something random. So the good thing is it's just been a hell of a month. So I think there was a lot of energy coming in from Denver. I know some people in the space were saying, "Oh, this isn't as massive as Denver used to be," but there were some really good people and amazing relationships that we're building. So I think the energy is definitely high. A low is that I'm in Toronto and the temperature is still freezing. So I hope a bunch of you are someplace warmer and you can enjoy spring. Here I joke that winter is until end of May, just so you're not disappointed. And Buffalo, what do I say for Buffalo? Something random. I'm hoping I can start joining some of the games as well. So schedule's really tricky, but it's going to be fun to just hang out together more. So I really appreciate you organizing this, Christo. And thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Martin, so much. To be honest, before those calls, I'm always freaking out, but this time I don't know because, everything is absolutely amazing and the whole setup, I'm plugged to the most amazing internet here, like 1 gigabyte of speed, I would say, and I use support technologies, so I feel kind of chill. Also, we're doing a lot, and this is helping us get closer to everyone here, and now I feel like in a family, so that's really helpful for me. And if Georgi want to also say how he feels, what's going on around him before we start, but this is actually part of our getting together, so to say. So, Georgi?
Yeah. Let me just, I'll say, yeah, I can take it, and then I'll just share my update. So, like Martin said, it was pretty intense. Pretty intense 1 month, a month and a half, and but things are coming. Things are coming along on all fronts, and I am feeling pretty good about our prospects in the next like 6 to 8 months. So that's just the general vibe that I have. I guess I was thinking of what to share with you guys exactly, and we've been doing some. I think I'll just basically do what we shared with some of our investors as well, and kind of give it give you the like the last month and a half of our activities. Basically, again, I would reiterate it was pretty tough, and especially because everyone, like the whole market, and as you guys know, kind of shifted. It feels everyone kind of agrees now. It's very much like a bear market, and the sentiment is like that. And I think people finally like kind of like kind of giving up, not giving up, but just agreeing to this idea, and which is fine because we've actually done. I mean, a lot of us have built through bear markets before, and I think we'll do it again. So not an issue. The team is fairly confident and revitalized and like very much locked in right now. And I would share some of like our key wins, I guess, over the last 2 months. Is that we first, like, one big thing is our relationship with Aztec. We got a good we have a good thing going, helping contributing to the Noir programming language, and we have some product integrations there that already happened that are using our like our our compiler and our features, and we're gonna start really ramping up the marketing for that, and soon they'll soon as soon as they have their testnet going, I'll also deploy our Oracle and start supporting their ecosystem. So it is, yeah, basically that's a very good thing that happened, and it's been happening. And then I think, I mean, we also have our first mainnet deployments. You guys should check out Coin Harbor. They're like a really they're doing their beta testing on Ethereum mainnet, and we're supporting them. So that that's like the first use case on mainnet. So in pretty much in within 1 year, we managed to get from zero to mainnet. So that's kind of noteworthy. And we have our second mainnet user that's going to be on base. We're going to open up a few stablecoin markets on a lending protocol. I'll share the name of the protocol when we actually deploy, but it's a very good one, and it's the product. I mean, the markets that we're going to open are going to be interesting, kind of exotic stable coins. So hopefully they'll also get some liquidity on them, and we'll have our like first TVL secured as well very soon. So that's on base, and then soon we'll also get. We have some other protocols that are lined up basically that could bring a lot of TVL to for us to secure on the LRT side, and yeah. So I don't want to go into names because until we finish the integrations, but yeah, I think we're aiming for to get on like DeFi Llama, and then within the next 6 months be like securing a few hundred million TVL, like maybe within 6 to 8 months. That's not an impossible task. Maybe even up to $1 billion, depending on how some of our partners grow. So that's pretty. So anyway, we have a good pipeline, and of DeFi projects that are bringing good TVL. And finally, on the Monad testnet, we managed to be one of the first 2 or 3 oracles that deployed on as soon as it went live, and we're supporting 4 different projects. So you guys, I mean, right now actually 2, but we'll have a few more, and you guys should definitely go there and check it out and see what you can do on like on Nostra and Covenant, and anyway, in general, just the Monad testnet. So anyway, after we also, I mean, soon we're gonna start pushing a lot of marketing with all of these partners as well. So you we'll greatly appreciate if you basically like really amplify the next soon, the next few weeks, as we start doing these announcements and stuff. And what else can I say? I guess we managed to get exposure to a few more like new use cases. We're developing this kind of privacy-based data set oracles for decentralized science, where different where we would aggregate data from like different health and wellness devices or different data DAOs and have scientists kind of work on them. This is like kind of R&D work. Also, we have some R&D work around intent solvers and also around still exploring some stuff around agents and decentralized AI. So yeah, that's going well, and yeah, we're really pushing hard on our kind of distribution partners, like different RAS providers. We're working very well with the Stack ecosystems like Optimism and Avalanche. So we'll soon have really interesting and results to share on that side as well. And I mean, we're integrating with we're already on a bunch of testnets from these ecosystems. So yeah, I think things are moving along. Like yeah, and obviously on the marketing side, on the community, I think there's maybe almost 10,000 new people, which is pretty crazy. And very thankful to everyone that is new, and to the old folks who really work hard and who are very patient with us. And I'm excited that we have some like a 2 or 3 really cool initiatives lined up. I mean, at least 2 or 3 really like cool initiatives lined up for the community, where we would give you a lot more exposure to the whole project and like meaningful exposure to the project and to the part of it. So that should happen in the next 3-4 months, like one after the other. They will be rolled out, and yeah, I mean, well, yeah, that's what I can say.
Thank you, man. Thank you for bringing this news to the community, for the people that yeah, I mean, there are a lot of new people, and actually we have a record number of live attendance here. Of course, people can go and watch this back on the YouTube channel when we post it, but super happy to fill this hive full of bees, or this boat full of pirates, I can say. And for many of those people, they may be still wondering what is Blocksense doing. And we've been doing this community for over a year and building most of the tech behind the scenes, and obviously start hearing those names and the projects that we are about to integrate and all the partnerships that we're going to start announcing actually from next week. I can say that the first 3 months of this year were kind of completion of a lot of work that we started last year. And from now on, based on the roadmap that I know, that I'm informed, we'll see all the things that we've been building, and the community is definitely already like impatient to see the progress. So thank you for bringing this information. There are so many things. We are also having a lot of community initiatives that I'm going to speak about, but maybe I let Martin speak before me. How do you feel about this, Martin?
Sure, we can talk about ETH Denver. Can you guys hear and see me well, by the way? Some people reported connection issues.
I have the feeling your camera is slightly freezing, but maybe that's only the camera. Otherwise, I hear you well. Just to mention to everyone, thanks for joining, and make sure to stay till the end. I'll share all the community updates also. There will be a snapshot taken in I don't know which moment, like Rahul is making this, whatever. So make sure to stay so you can get your XP for being here, right? Everything's perfect. Let's give the word to Martin.
Thanks, Crystal. I switched cameras. Oh no, it's not better.
It doesn't look better. Go back to the previous one.
Well, the question is it still choppy?
Yeah, now it's better. I can.
But am I choppy? I have a gigabit internet connection at home.
Yeah, but
So is it
there's
lagging?
some. Yes, for me at least. I don't know. How do
Okay.
you see Martin, guys? How do you
Because
see?
others messaged me too. Let me. Rahil. Okay, 2 seconds.
Okay, let's see. I mean, sometimes having this amazing connection doesn't mean anything. I remember last month I went to a special place to have this amazing call with all of you. And I had so many issues, first starting with the connection, then with my computer, then with the headphones, and I bought new ones. So you can guys hear me better, but nothing seemed to work. So I know technology is sometimes failing us. Although we use best in class, I would say, devices, sometimes things like this can happen. I see that Martin joined us back. Maybe he's, yeah, ready.
What about now? Is it so bad?
I hear you well. So let's focus on what you, I would say, have to say. It's
Okay,
I like
because the
when
question is
I like when you move, but now like you're as a picture.
because the thing is I was going to share my screen. So
Oh, I see.
let's see how that's going to work.
This might not work so well.
Let's try this. Let me know if what this is going to look like. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, very well.
How bad is it? Like how choppy is it?
No, it's perfect. I mean, for what I can see, you know.
Okay. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to share the ETH Denver experience in pictures because it's hard to describe what an ETH main event looks like. So this year, a lot of people said, "Hey, it's not as full as before," but it was crazy because we looked at our lists. So myself, Magnus, our head of product, Georgi went to, and Stan, our head of engineering, went to ETH Denver, and just me, I think I met over 100 people that we exchanged telegrams with. So it was a really fun event. So this is in no particular order. I was just going to go through and show you some of the folks that we met and some of the things we did. So here, this is hilarious, but this is the Avalanche BD. He towers over everybody else. So that's Matt. He's been with Avalanche for 3 years. And Avalanche are making a very serious push with new chains. So you're going to see what they used to call subnets or new L1s. You're going to see a massive push this year, and we're really close to the team. This guy here is from Alchemy, really smart dude. So he calls himself a chain conductor. So Alchemy is a big player in the space. They are a roll-up as a service, among other things. We have a very good relationship with the team. This guy here is an absolute G. So he's responsible for infrastructure partnerships for the whole of the Arbitrum network. So this also means Arbitrum orbit chains. Vishnu. And here, I actually did a talk at the Injective Summit. So this is one of the Injective people. She actually has community. It's a really cool team, and they're making big moves in RWA. And Blocksense is very uniquely positioned to support them. You guys might know about Caldera. So this is their new BD, and he hosts spaces. I've seen some of you guys in the Caldera space recently, where they announced the meta layer. So I can't talk about details there yet, but we are close to the Caldera team, and I think there can be a lot of overlap in terms of how we can support each other. This guy right here is going to be a face that a year from now, a lot more people will know. So he's at GoGo Pool, which is a company that supports Avalanche L1s, incredibly smart and experienced entrepreneur. He's built and sold 2 venture-backed companies, and he's based out of New York. So I'll be seeing him in Dubai for Token in a month's time. Some of you might recognize this face. So this is Dr. Ravi, co-founder at Zeev. And Zeev are a roll-up with over 300 chains that have gone through testnet. They had a very big event at ETH Denver. I don't think a lot of the people on the call wouldn't recognize this logo. So this is Eigenlayer, and coincidentally, this guy's based out of Toronto. So we actually are having lunch next week. It's just funny because with crypto, you go halfway around the world to meet people that are in your town, basically. Some of you might know Ricky. So Ricky is from Cyber Chain, built on Cyber. They focus more on use cases like SocialFi, but we have very unique capabilities for SocialFi because not a lot of oracles can be effective at bringing non-price data on chain. This guy here is from World Foundation, WorldCoin. He actually is literally working at the foundation. And later on, I'll show you the eyeball scanner from World. Here, this man with immaculate vibes, that's Syndicate. Now, you guys might not know this necessarily. Syndicate had done I believe it's over a 20 million raise in total, and they're backed by A16Z, and they're helping companies build app chains. So we are working on a specific project with these guys, and I think this could be a very interesting opportunity if we move things down the line together. Symbiotic, so this year, definitely at ETH Denver, there was a lot of noise about Symbiotic, and this is the head of BD, very experienced professional, and just a really fun guy to hang out with. So this is strange because we're holding lemons. So give me a minute to explain. Let me actually see if we have Jackie here. So Jackie has been supporting us on the community side, and she used to work at Polygon. She was personally recommended to us by A16Z Crypto. And Jackie had taken a car to drive from San Francisco all the way to Denver. And on the way there, she went through her mom's house and gathered lemons. And so when I went to Denver, Jackie had her last 2 lemons, and she shared them with me and Kendra. And Kendra is basically the go-to person for partnerships with Polygon and Polygon Ag-Layer. So she has been incredibly helpful, and I see a very solid foundation for us to support Ag-Layer chains. We actually have one project that we have just done the testnet integration with. You guys will hear more about this in our follow-on meeting. We just need to make a bit more progress there. Is this interesting? I want to give you guys a bit of a feeling as if you're there, and like I've gone around to see these people and giving you some tidbits about industry insight or information. Would you like me to show you a few more people, or should I jump to skip the people and just jump to some of the things we did? Give me comments in the chat. I just don't want to bore you.
Yeah, personally, I like to see those faces. I know some of those people, and let's see what the guys say. I mean, I see they're having fun. This is cool. What do you guys think? You want to see more faces and hear more stories? Martin is definitely a good storyteller. I kind of always enjoy when he's joining those calls. He actually said he enjoys as well, so we are so happy we can have him.
Yeah, this is fun. Let me know. I just want to hear from someone else from the community, and then I can choose which set of photos to continue with. Facts. Yeah, well, Rahil, this isn't anything official yet. So that's why I'm giving you guys some tidbits here and there, but I'm giving them to you with a disclaimer. I'll just keep going because you like the tea. I'll just give you. I'm moderating the amount of tea I can give you or insight. So here, actually, this is the CTO at Summerfi. Super chill dude. They're building a very interesting new product. Here, this is CoinList. So we were actually invited to a private event by this one team. Can't talk too much about the team, but they organize private events for maybe 20 to 30 entrepreneurs and founders in the crypto space at major events. Maybe there could be a deeper collaboration with them there, and I would share more. This was really interesting, actually. So in my hotel, I was just having breakfast, and this guy heard me talking on the phone, and then we started chatting. It turns out this is the former head of BD for MetaMask, and he managed a team of hundreds of people, and he's building a new startup. So I was just having breakfast, and then it turned into this whole like hour and a half conversation, and we're actually referring him to some of our investors. He's working on some interesting things. Maybe in the coming months, when he raises money, I'll tell you guys more about it. But this just shows you how, when you go to these conferences, you're just hanging out and you bump into the most interesting people building cool stuff. Let's just keep going here. Also, it felt like you're in a horror movie some nights. So apparently, in winter, pros go to Denver. So they come from up north in Canada to Denver for the winter. And every time at sunset, there would be thousands of crows flying over the city. It felt like it's some sort of massive event. And then I Google it, and apparently it's a nesting place. So in the evening, when you go with the car by the trees don't have any leaves, but there can be so many crows that it feels like you just have like a tree that has a black crown, and it's just thousands of crows. This is what a crypto bathroom looks like. So someone had put this in. There's memes everywhere. So this was at a hacker house at one of the crypto events. Um, we met. Oh, actually, we went to a shooting range. So this was a team and relationship building exercise. Can anyone guess in the chat where this AK was made? Let's see. Make a guess. Just call it out. Yeah, there you go, Perez.
Jesus.
So this is a Bulgarian AK. So I told my family, and my mom was laughing because she's like, "You went from Toronto to Denver to shoot a Bulgarian AK." Apparently, our AKs are really good. People use those even for training at a shooting range in the US. But we didn't just use an AK. Actually, I think this was funny. It's basically a therapy ad in the shooting range. So I think the guys in this community call can relate. I think it's a perfect place to put an ad for therapy, because if you need to go and shoot guns that break the sound barrier, that can be fun. But are you also, how often are you doing this? So this shotgun is the shotgun that John Wick uses. It's like a $3,000 shotgun, but in the US you can just go with an ID and pay like $50 and just shoot this at the range. So we also shot this one. I don't know if the slow-mo is going to play well, or this was before he hit the button. He hit the trigger. Yeah, there you go. So the video might not be that impressive, but the actual feeling when you're there and someone shoots this next to you is just bananas. It's crazy. I can skip forward. Maybe I'll post it in the channel later. We also shot the Scar, which is this giant thing. If any of you played Counter-Strike, you definitely used this one in the game. And one thing that I found really funny is if you go in the hotel, no alcohol can be served to people under 21, but you can definitely go shoot like military grade weapons for like tens of dollars at the shooting range. So that was interesting. Another thing that was hilarious, there were ads in Denver, so people are really active there. There were ads to encourage people, or signs to encourage people to walk more. And this specific poster was in a place where when you start going up to the conference room, you realize that it's on the 8th floor only when you climb a couple of floors. So there was literally a guy afterwards that was standing downstairs to tell people that it's 8 floors if they decide to go down this route. Georgi had mentioned Aztec. By the way, because I can't see you guys, if there's any comments, you can interrupt me, Christo, because I'm not seeing the time and I'm not seeing the comments. So
No,
Georgi had mentioned.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I just will be a little bit more careful after now talking to you after seeing those videos.
This was it was a, they say when in Rome, so it was a team building activity with some partners too. So we're really close as a team to the Aztec team actually. So here there are some photos from NoirCon, and I got a bit of swag for our team as well in that our head of engineering brought back to the Bulgarian office. Injective, I mentioned them earlier. So they even had billboards in the city. So the Injective team are doing very interesting work on the RWA side, and I think they could be a great partner. It's still early days, but I see a lot of potential to support the team. So in Denver, there's this interesting place that's very, for lack of a better word, psychedelic. It's like an exhibition. And so you're going to see some photos here and videos. There was a truck, so I got in the truck. There, you're going to see some photos of just the walls in this place. It was a very surreal experience. I don't even know how to describe the place. In this specific video, there's instruments that are playing on their own that are mounted to the walls. There's a piano, and then there's a drum kit. And it was just a very, that's what I'm saying, surreal experience. Let's see, Quantum Department of Transportation. I had posted a couple of stories as well, but it was hilarious because when I would share posts on Twitter and people didn't know about that venue, it's called Meow Wolf. Everybody was wondering, like, where the hell is this? Like, what's happening at East Denver? So this was it. Here, you have Magnus, our head of product, rocking the Blocksense shirt and moderating a panel at Modular DeFi Denver Research Day. So this was organized by Encode, that are one of our investors. And you have some really serious speakers here. So there's Jean-Fay from Polyhedra and the founder of P Squared. Some of you guys might recognize. I don't know why it's upside down. Is this upside down? I don't know why they're so weird. So this is Shubham from Manta. So we're very close partners with Manta. And this is Charville. Charville is the founder of CapEx. So he's a really good friend and partner. He recently did a raise, so it's a very good team. Here, again, you have the head of BD at Caldera. Caldera had a very interesting venue. It's the first time that I had food served in a cucumber. I don't know if you guys had stuff like that. It was refreshing, but definitely odd at the same time. And here you have Claire. So this was a primarily marketing-focused event. That's why you see hype here. And some of you might recognize Ted if you're on Farcaster. So Ted Notlaso is kind of a legend there. And this is Claire Cart from Aztec, CMO of the team. This is one of our, again, it's upside down, one of our friends at Anchor. It's a very good team. And at one point, there was an event organized by Movement, and they had reserved this old transport museum that had cars, like classic cars from like 100 years ago. It was Stan, our head of engineering, loved it. Some of the swag at the event, this was Xion. So Xion is a good partner as well. We know Burn Banksy. He had these canisters of oxygen. So because Denver has very high elevation, it's recommended that people have canisters of oxygen in case you get shortness of breath. And he had labeled them as hopium, which is hilarious. I think is the most original swag I've seen at an event. And at the Arbitrum party, you had crypto themed cocktail like Arbitrum and Coke, L2 lemonade, and To the Moon Mule. This was, if you ever wondered what a massive ETH event looks like, this was the map for the venue. So the thing is massive. If you're just going to the venue itself and you wanted to walk around, you could probably spend a couple of days just doing this. This here is a Horizon team. So they're a very interesting team, and they're building one of the first L3s on base. So we are close to the team. We're working to see how we could support them. It was good to run into them there. I think these are mostly. Oh, I had promised you this. So this is actually the eyeball scanner, the iris scanner from World. The World app is very interesting. I think the team is doing very different things. They have a very big vision, and there's a very solid engineering team behind this. So if you haven't checked out World, you might want to look into them. But this was an iris scanner that you could use to scan and create an account for you as proof of identity. And this is head of engineering, Stan. He has an incredible aim. Fun fact: Stan used to shoot rifles competitively when he was a teenager, so he was an incredible shot. And actually, finally, a photo of all of us that were in Denver. So Stan, Georgi, Magnus, and myself. And there are a couple of photos from ETH Denver inside. So this is what like the hacking room can look like at ETH Denver. This was a robot that Eigenlayer had made.
What do you want to be drawn at?
And this robot talks to you. It takes as it takes a video of you, it uses its mechanical arm to draw a portrait of you as it talks to you about crypto. So I think this was by far the booth that got the most attention at the venue. And final fun fact: Buffalo Bill is actually a guy who used to live in Denver. So there was a whole Buffalo Bill museum in Denver. And the last day before our flight with Stan, we ended up taking a convertible for half a day. So let's see where the photos. And Stan and I went up the mountain and went and checked out the Buffalo Bill Museum. I think these are all the photos I had to share. How bad was this? Could you guys actually see anything, or you were very sweet and you didn't interrupt me, and you were just seeing blurry images the whole time?
Your screen sharing was awesome. Only you are freezing from time to time.
Okay.
When some people ask me why you don't stop your camera, but I kind of like it to appear from time to time, so it's also good.
I'll just do random things. So, this
but
is
what I hear, it's crazy, man. It's like Denver is. I mean, it's hard to put in words. You share different worlds here, like the setup inside, the people, what you have around it. Also, it's really hard to imagine, like the energy that is required from a human being. To how many days you've been there?
Well, I flew in earlier. The real kind of soldiers here are Georgi and Magnus, because did they were for an event in Hong Kong, and then they flew to Denver, and the following day ETH Denver was already running. So I was there for about a week. I think the guys did a week in Hong Kong, then a week in Denver.
Man, I'm super impressed because only coming back from, I flew on Sunday from Costa Rica, and this week has been really tough for me. Like I have nights that I can't sleep, and hopefully today I start feeling like normal again. But I had crazy. It's really I don't know why. There's some part of me was not really functional. So yeah, massive respect for Georgi and Magnus flying from a week conference that is already super exhausting. I don't know how many people they met in Hong Kong, but the consensus was really big also. And coming to this huge conference, you mentioned yourself you had over 90 contacts to like to yeah to go through. Like this is not random people. This is people that you had meaningful conversations throughout this week. So this is massive. I say this, guys, to see what the work of a BD is in general, like how much effort is needed and how much effort our team is putting into making Blocksense reach to new teams and get to deals. And those are fact now coming public very soon. I mean, many names were mentioned, and those are relationships built over time. So thank you guys for this amazing work, really. Martin, you want to add something? Like final words?
The biggest thing is, one, when we're going to these events, even though, I supported the team from September full time, although I met the team in May. Already, when we go to these massive venues, some of the most important people, we know them, they know us. We get introductions to a team, and then it turns out we hung out through some other friend. So Blocksense is becoming a known entity in the space. Like even when you go to these massive events, and that's impressive, guys. Like I'm the person that supports BD primarily. Of course, Georgi and Magnus are heavily involved, but there are other oracles out there with like a 15-person BD team, and we're actually getting to a favorable position with a lot of strategic partners. So it can feel like there's a million things to do and where you are always playing catch up. But the truth is, Blocksense is really becoming a known entity in the space, and that's impressive. Given the time that we've had and just the number of people that we've had pushing things here full time. And so, all of you guys that are listening here, you're also an important part of this. So that's why I'm really excited about the work that Rahil and Christo and Georgi are driving to support the community, because when we start rolling with these partnerships, so we can actually have a good foundation for you guys to step on, you amplifying this and understanding the potential and the impact of scale and the scale of this, that's what's going to really make things massive. So I'm excited because you've been working hard for a long time, but now you're starting to see, okay, we're getting close to popping even more, and we're already recognized in the space. The other thing I want to say is that, as you heard Georgi, he was sharing kind of potential areas with you guys, but we haven't named a lot of projects. So we need to ship, we need to get the partnerships in place. But in the coming months, there will be a lot of exciting developments because we'll be reaping the fruits of all of this work that we've been doing as a team over the past year. So I'm just super excited, honestly, even though there's a lot and it can feel like there's a lot of pressure. There is an immense energy behind this, and it's validated. It's getting validated. Like you can talk to a major chain, and you talk to them about our approach to the market and what we want to do with oracles, and you're hearing from the main person responsible for partnership saying, yes, this is a problem. Like, your approach makes a lot of sense. Between the stacks, the RASes, and the chains, it's not an easy fight, but we are positioned well to capitalize on this and to just solve problems for people and help people out. So, summarize, there's a lot of energy behind all of this. I want to thank you guys, but also I want to prepare you because the fun stuff are yet to begin, really. So, yeah, I'm really grateful to be here and be able to spend time together.
Thank you, Martin. Yeah, it's really a lot of work has been done on the BD side, on the technical team side, things that are not completely visible, but the work that you guys doing in the community is visible to us. Sometimes you might feel that, oh, I'm doing something. I hope you don't. You might feel that, yeah, I'm doing things, who is seeing them, but you should know that everything that you are doing is going through our filters, lenses. You are noted. We have implemented recently like a reward system with experience. Also, with the roles, more you're active and the more like you're recognized, you can climb those roles. So this is pretty like the way we see it. We started with a very small community and now we've grown almost 10 times in this 1 year. And this is a super solid base of real people. I have amazing people here supporting us. This Temnik, Abdullah, Fax Parade, guys always being here with us. Minshi, he is now supporting us, versus Dishun. I mean, how many of you are here? It's like today, you see, guys, this is a result of your work also. I mean, this community is growing so much, not only like in numbers, but I mean, here the quality is also, I see Ivan is here, Q Precious, Smith, this guy was killing it, Hussein. I mean, the way that I mentioned those guys is because I know them, we've been working together, but I'm equally excited to see new names. Like, I mean, sorry if you're new to me, but Richard also. I select joined it like a month ago. He just followed some of my simple advice in his Twitter account, not doubled, but tenfold. And everyone that is reaching out for some support is also receiving it from us. I try to be as available as possible, or here is the other person. We have a ticket system also where you can reach us out. I hope you feel this, that we're really open. Also during the pirate calls, we're discussing strategies that are most of them now implemented. I mean, and obviously all your recommendations, they're super valuable because they are working. You see, what you were guys recommending, the engage bot is on place, it's working. The experience points, I mean, it's obviously working. People are producing more content. We have more attendance here. So everything you recommend is really cool. And we try to listen and implement, of course, based on the timing that we have also with everything that we know is happening on the background. And now I can say it's one of the probably most optimistic times for us at Blocksense, based on the progress that we have made. I want to just mention the highlights from on the community side, that things that we know already happened due to, like, based on the letter campaign and your collective effort. Now the community is grown, as Georgi mentioned, over 10,000 people, and this is amazing. And this is not just a number. 10,000 amazing, like, friends, people that are here to learn more, like you, and also to spread the news about our community and our work. And because the community is growing, we need more support for local channels, and we're super happy to see now activities like local AMAs coming into place. Also, the number of Lauscher now grows. Those are some of the most active people. And yeah, we introduced the weekly quest. If you guys follow those, you become pirates. Pirates are those most active members that we have bi-monthly or monthly sessions where we get to, just having fun, seeing what is missing, how we can improve things. Also, we have new moderators. I want to shout out to Perez from Nigeria, Sen from Indonesia, and Yolo from China. You guys doing amazing work in bringing new people, but also keeping your local channel entertained. This is a very important step for us. And the goal now is to grow those channels to become like thousands of people. And one day, I hope very soon, actually, you can guys start organizing also local in-person events, and you get our support for this. Everyone that has been supporting us has been recognized. I can only mention this. And some of the people that we'd like to recognize this month for their work is Sharaf. He is being the most active person. We track this activity with a bot. It's not me that is coming out with this and saying where this information come out. So Sharaf has been the most active member in the month, and he's getting the launcher role. And the other person that I think joined us relatively early, not so long ago, she's doing a great job already. It's Hong An is getting the pirate role. Congratulations for this. And every one of you, if you're guys just joining, you don't know how those things work, just go on the server and see roles and see how things progress. Also, you can get advice from the people that are having those roles, like pirates. How did you do it? Everyone knows how. I mean, this is not a mystery, So everyone is invited to contribute, to get the roles, to learn more about the project. We've been preparing various guides, how to write content also. We prepared guide for moderators, also how to support the whole community. And I'm open to hear feedback from you guys if something is missing. Those things, they'll be super important and useful for you when we release the new brand. And maybe some of you has seen already. We start teasing the new brand, so this will be first of many steps of few steps of revealing it, but this will be like a wave where we'll be showing different parts of the brand, also bringing it to different mediums that we use, like the website and the documentation and also our social channels. So something amazing. We actually have people from the team here shout out for their amazing work, that what they're doing, so we can implement this new brand. And in all our materials. Even the t-shirt that I'm wearing now is the old one. Okay, maybe it's the last time you see this t-shirt. Martin is also having one.
Same.
So I mean, I'm proud of this. So most of the things I mentioned on the community side, this is what I can I go over for you to have clear idea. We have new moderators. Community is growing with the campaigns, the ongoing campaigns that we have. We now have local AMAs. Thank you guys for keeping this. And actually, it's a reminder here. Just have fun. That's the most important thing. We have the Lauscher weekly quests, which are also going. And I was about to forget the most amazing things. There are game nights now. We also have a poker night. Last time we were about 30 people. I'm super happy I finished 7. I mean, my game was not perfect, of course. Everyone will say this, I didn't have good cards or something like this. But it was nevertheless great fun. And also other amazing games that are there for you to have fun. For this, I have to thank the local leaders and also to Rahil for implementing those things and for leading it. All the moderators, all the pirates, every one of you guys. I mean, being part of this community is amazing. I'm so happy to see the community growing. We've been like 5, 10, 15, 20 people. Now we're 60, 70 people during the call. It's amazing. And this is what I can say. You've heard the I wouldn't call it a report, but I mean, what Georgi and Martin like shared is pretty good news. And with the coming to the new quarter, I think it's gonna be the best time for us. So let's stay together, let's have fun, and continue growing. I see we kind of took a lot of time, but I still want to give you the opportunity to ask a question. So if you guys have a question, it's now the moment. You can either jump on stage or just guns or just whatever. I mean, just ask in the chat.
I just wanted to say something because I sent it in the chat. You guys are really cool and I appreciate you. So in case anyone hasn't gotten Giblified yet and you want to Giblify your PFP, because you're here now, you can email me at martin@blocksense.network. If you don't want to get doxxed, just email from an like disposable email. I'm personally going to Giblify you and I'll return the photo to you on that email. So you can email me.
Wow. Thanks for the offer, man. Amazing. Okay, I see somebody is typing. Is this a question or? All right. There's not a question. Everything is clear. People are just having fun. Amazing. So thank you everyone for joining. I don't want to go over the time. Thanks for Martin and Georgi also, but every one of you, thanks for taking time, guys, and thanks for your amazing support. See you on board.